back down the hole. I think I technically can ask for the elevator to come down, but why would I? Such a waste of time. Alright. Back down here. There we go. There we go. There we go. Hit him. Hit him again. So close. We're just very low level right now, so surviving some of these hits pretty rough. There we go. Woo! That should be easier. Alrighty. Alrighty, we're good now. We're good now. Less concern for danger here. Ooh. That was the scary one that kept getting me. The restrooms. That's for something, but I don't remember what. There's like a quest or a thing to do with that. But we'll have to wait. Here we go. Lab 05. I like that the battle music is still playing.
Building shifts occur at random and without warning, but with the Bureau's cutting-edge technology, we can stabilize the oldest house. Safe employees are happy employees. Certain rituals allow agents to navigate the oldest house as well, but accidents do happen. Trapping agents inside the walls. I heard you got stuck in your room for 3 days, Topher. Too bad you didn't have your book with you. Or any food. And remember, kids, when you feel the floor deviate, it's already much too late.
Oh, it's good stuff. We love it. Oh, fuck. Fuck you. Ah. That was my fault for being on my shotgun first. I think I keep missing a control point I have to find. I know that there is a pretty long run here for us to take when we die, but I can never remember where the control point is. I think it might be near what's the door in here, maybe. It's over here. Maybe not. There we go. Maybe it's right in here. Let's check. Let's make sure. Because I don't want to waste all my time just running in here and dying every single time. Oh, are they destroyed? Hey, they are. Very nice. Is there a control point down here? Where is it? Oh, I forgot about this room. Glad we came down here. Picnic basket procedure, AI54UE. Item to be stored in a BlackRock paneled cell. Keep away from lab animals when not in use. A simple wicker basket with cloth lining. No food items inside. The item produces a hypnotic effect that solely affects non-human animals, forcing them to congregate passively around the object. Animals from every genus and species that have thus far been tested are susceptible. Single-cell organisms do not appear to react to the effect. 697. Item was taken to a forest upstate for testing. Results of the test provided contradicting data, as some of the attracted animals exhibited hyper-aggressive behavior. The exercise unfortunately resulted in redacted. Further testing should be restricted to more low-risk animal species with medical staff on standby. Acquisition date, 4/23/2002. Then why, if it was acquired on 4/23/2002, why is there an appendix date for 697? Very mysterious. They must have lost it at some point. Oops. I think we can jump down the big glowy thing, but we'll need to check. Alright, so we just run back down here, hop down the hole. Boost at the bottom. And yeah, this is where we're supposed to be going anyway, so. Oh, is the floor here toxic? That's what it is. Got it. I thought it was the damage from the things. We're learning. And my controller's not happy with me right now. There we go. Much better. Okay, so we should just be able to fly over. Boy, is this place a maze. Alrighty. Ooh. Exciting. Shatter projectile choke. That's okay, actually. We're not going to use that, though. We don't need the shotgun to be rifle. Here we go. Here's a control point. Yeesh. Took us long enough. Ooh. Astral constructs, weapon form. We can upgrade grip, which we're going to do because we desperately need that. And we're going to want to make Pierce as soon as possible. That's my second favorite gun. All right. But we'll get that when we get it. Alright, now we can go explore the other side. Intrusive pattern. Irrelevant. Okay. This is where I was. Okay, perfect. I think I found pretty much everything around here. Just want to make sure. I am confused because I was pretty sure that there was a objective to clear these things. But they do not seem interactable, which means I probably need to go back to AT and figure that out. But that's fine. It just, I was not sure. I was not sure because I thought last time we went to him, there were no things on the board. Ooh. Is there anywhere else I can go over here? Doesn't look like it. Unless there is a way over here that I just missed. I do not think so. Alrighty, perfect. Back to parapsychology. Ooh. Just looking. Let's just go back up. Then we can head down to research again, just see what's going on.
I heard that this attack with Helen brings up a lot of new questions.
All right, research sector. Okay. So yeah, we're just gonna want to probably head up to where we were before. Aim's good. Is there anywhere to go from here? No, that leads to the ashtray maze.
Been fielding questions recently.
Oop. So yeah, we just want to head straight to parapsychology. It's right over here, I think. Goose Who Games is here. Hey, Goose. Hope you're doing well. Oop. All right, here we go. Yep, this is where we're going to want to go. Perfect.
She's in trouble. I need to reach her.
I love this thing. So cool. Look at how beautiful this is. So amazing. Parakinesiology. Oh, this is a fun room. Okay. Where are they? Over here. Got him. Where they at? Where they at? Where they at? There you go. Found him. Alrighty. Parakinesiology lab. So clearly someone they had working in here was taken over by the hiss. Graves Lab says launching missiles and grenades back is always so satisfying. I love it. It always feels nice to have that kind of battlefield awareness. All right. NA AWE 18 details transcript of a call to the California State Emergency Services. Dispatcher 911. What is your emergency? Hello, I'm here. Can you hear me? I can hear you, ma'am. Where are you? I'm inside the wires. I'm lost. Ma'am, have you been drinking tonight? I feel like I'm stretching through the wire towards you. Don't hang up. I might go if you hang up. Go where, ma'am? Go, gone, away. Okay, can you describe your surroundings? Ma'am? Hello, ma'am? No, dispatcher attempted to call the number back, but it was no longer in service. Pretty creepy. I like this room as a battle arena, just because it's this, like, 2-layered area with lots of cover. Just fun. Cool set piece. Man, this game is beautiful. Truly gorgeous looking.
Similar to an iceberg, what you see is not what you always get. Regardless, this place is vitally important to the Bureau. Most information on the astral plane is classified, but We can talk in broad strokes, keeping in mind that these are staggeringly complex systems, and simplification does them no justice. Now, the white, non-space, the ever-present, inverted black pyramid. The board, all linked, intrinsically tied to the oldest house, tied to the director, the process of choosing a director, tied to all objects of power in terms of who controls them. Yes.
I love how excited Darling is about all of this. You know that he loves science. He just loves the magic of it all. Alrighty. So we made some progress. I'm very happy about that. Only took us 100 years. The Astral Exhibition was originally built for the astronauts to use as a training location, a place to grow accustomed to the sights and sounds of the astral plane before diving into the real thing. We could have done a better job with it, but Redacted was being stingy with the budget. However, once we discovered the Redacted, we decided to repurpose the space. Similar to how zoos hope familiar surroundings will affect the well-being of their animals, we hope to observe the Redacted's behavior in an environment similar to its home dimension. So far, it just breaks everything we put in with it. But Rome wasn't built in a day. Refer to file 319-3811 for full report. Addendum. New naming conventions have been established for the astral entity known now as the Astral Spike. Outdated terms in this report have been redacted. So the redaction was a different name for it. I like these like maps of the astral plane. Like they're trying to map them out like logical locations. It's very cool. This might be the Astral Strike, or Astral Spike to Darling to Marshall. File these to Darling. The subject's effect can be observed for something to sunlight, genuine, or something. It's hard to read. I'd like to extract all of that from the game files. And look at that. A strange eye looking down. I wonder what that could be. Looks like maybe claws over there. Mysterious.
An early hypothesis was that the mindscape of the astral plane is subjective. But that was fast proven wrong. It's an actual place, not a construct of the mind, even though it is with our minds that we enter and experience it. But then one could argue that that's the case with all reality. We've been able to record footage of the astral plane by monitoring the brain activity of those experiencing it. That is the only concrete material that has come out of the astral plane expeditions, apart from one shocking exception. In the astral plane footage, we're always in the vicinity of the pyramid. We've concluded that this, not the entire plane, is what the board controls. We have glimpsed movement. Native species, always in the distance, and yet contact was made. We don't have footage of this, a technical malfunction, but when one of our astronauts returned, a brain cloud, an astral fugue, had hitchhiked a ride in his head. It ruptured out, killing the subject in question. It's a relentless predator, pursuing thoughts, minds, lethal to those the entity feeds on. Proper containment protocols are to be observed when dealing with it.
I love his attitude around all this. It's... what a perfect worker, huh?
I can't believe they keep that thing here.
Not happy. Oh, there we go. They go up there. Couldn't remember. Oh. It moves quickly. All right. Close that door so it can't get out. Open this one. And then while it's in there, we just... Oh no. Timing was bad. Now we can do this. There we go.
What was the Bureau doing with that thing?
There we go. Got that. Nice.
Someone answer, damn it! We need backup down here.
Marshall, are you still there? Shit. We're so close.
All right, so now we head down here to the hypnosis lab. There we go. Oh, God. Oh. Alright, we made it. We survived. We'll have to do a scan in here after to make sure we don't miss any documents. Oh, fuck. Whoa. There we go. Oh. Ooh, new mission. A captive audience. Investigate the X-ray light box. Object of power. Groupthink. This study extends the work of Irving Yannis, Robert Barron, and others by proposing strong causal links between groupthink and the passive or active use of telepathy. To prove these connections, the parapsychology department carried out variations of Solomon Ash's original conformity experiments, using a telepathic individual as a subject, see experiments redacted for details. Extensive qualitative and quantitative data resulting from these experiments was then used to identify telepathic interference within the group. Further empirical findings suggest measures can be taken to safeguard against telepathic influence on behaviors by engaging in redacted. Rather boldly, this paper stands to revolutionize decades of groupthink theory and provide new directions for further experimentation on the mind, including manipulation of redacted and redacted. Refer to file 318-2849 for full report. So we have to go to the hypnosis lab to investigate another object of power and possibly get a new little upgrade. Hiss clusters. Hiss clusters are unique in that they are concentrated manifestations of hiss resonance without the need of a host. Hiss clusters are dense spherical compressions of Hiss resonance that serve support functions in the hierarchy of Hiss entities. The clusters are capable of replenishing Hiss hosts with infusions of resonance. This does not heal any physical damage inflicted on the organic host, but rather seems to rejuvenate them, allowing them to endure more bodily harm than normally possible. Oh. The fact that the Hiss makes an effort to preserve its corrupted hosts underlines a level of awareness and discretion that was previously just speculation on my part. Can this entity be considered an individual or simply an extension of the Hiss as a whole? Capturing one alive would be quite interesting. Refer to Redacted for full report. I'm going to reread this one. Thresholds have always been sources of great inspiration and great challenge. When a new threshold manifests in the oldest house by Redacted, we never know what new discoveries it will provide the Bureau, but we must always seize these opportunities. This report will examine the process of distinguishing recent threshold effects based on their utilitarian possibilities. The quarry brought back black rock, one of our most invaluable discoveries, but if the mold has any scientific value, it has been difficult to find due to the lengths we must go to in fighting back against a particularly prolific plant. These are very distinct cases and worth comparing, as our study offers vastly different dangers and rewards. Refer to file 594-1284 for a full report. So, quarry brought black rock. Black rock is something that we've seen mentioned in other AWE containment protocol processes, where it seems to have some sort of effect like a lead-lined box, basically. And it's also the black rock that we get to see that's like lining and sort of like dampening doors and different clusters. We saw it when we took care of that astral fugue, so kind of interesting. Blue says good night. Good night, Blue. Thanks for watching.
If anyone is listening, we've encountered heavy resistance. We've fallen back to the luck department. All agents are ordered to converge here.
The luck department.
Marshall, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Who is this?
My name is Jesse Faden. I'm coming to help.
Faden. Hold on. I'm setting the elevator for you. We need to talk.
You got that right. More of you? Really?
Alrighty. Okay. Got that taken care of. Central research is forward. Astral exhibition and parakinesiology are that way. Is this the area we were already? Yes. Okay, so this is the area we were already in. So we have basically just made a circle here by fixing that control point. That's so much fun. I like that it leaps back on itself. Again, 3D Metroidvania stuff. Alright.
Marshall is waiting for you in the luck lab, just down the hall.
Alright, let's see. I think it's always so fun when we just run into like other normal people in this game. It's just, is he comatose or is he dead? Looks pretty dead to me. Rubber duck supplement. Discovered in the home of Agent Redacted after his young daughter complained of being followed by her rubber duck. According to Agent Redacted, the matter was ignored, believed to be the result of a child's imagination, until he began to hear the quacking at night. Acquisition date, January 2nd, 2001. Panopticon, Floor 3, Unit 6. After discovering the item hiding in his daughter's closet, he brought it to the Bureau for study. Update, it was discovered that Agent Redacted was bringing known paranatural materials into his home, illegally taking them outside the oldest house. How this may have affected the creation of an alternate item is being investigated. Agent Redacted has been terminated. Never steal from work.
Welcome to the party, ma'am. Marshall is right down the hall.
And look where we are. We're just back on that section that we couldn't reach before. There's the probability department. So these things we want to interact with. Make sure they're moving. They're real messed up. Golden koi. Clearly investigating objects that have been known to be lucky. Four-leaf clover.
There you are. I was starting to worry.
Marshall's here. And damn, she's loaded. Look at this. This is a fun mechanic here with playing with all the lucky items and stuff. Very similar to the end of American Nightmare. You can see the same design. So luck falls out if you do this, but luck gets caught if it's facing upward. So we really want as many of these lucky symbols to be functioning the way we would like them to. Have the lucky clover, have the horseshoe tipped upright, make sure the Monarchy Neko is waving its arm.
Congratulations on your appointment, Director Faden. I'm Helen Marshall, head of Bureau Operations. Zachariah's dead then, and I assume you found his gun.
Just call me Jesse. Trench told me to find you. He said you could help.
And he told you this through the hotline. Makes sense.
None of this phases her? Really?
Here's the situation. Darling created the HRAs in a lab nearby. We need more if we're gonna survive this attack. My rangers can't secure the lab alone, not against those things. We need more firepower.
At least she seems to know what's going on here. She could know about Dylan.
I can clear out the hiss. I'll be your firepower.
That's a good answer.
Is she testing me?
Darling has systems in place to protect his labs. This should help you get past them. We'll talk more after you clear out the hiss.
I love the infighting here.
Rangers, let her through.
But it's also interesting, right?
To lock the door behind you. Sorry, but we can't risk a breach.
They're all wearing HRAs. They're relying on Darling's research, but they also don't trust him at all. Oh, we're gonna get nasty. Let's get nasty.
I see rangers over there. We have to help them.
And those guys are on my side. Okay. Oh, Graveslab subscribed with Prime. Thank you so much. Makes a huge difference. Oh, God. Hiss Warped. The Hiss Warped wield only paranatural abilities similar to drifters. They're able to telekinetically shield themselves with nearby material and launch objects at their target. These entities are particularly destructive and difficult to kill, possibly indicating a greater internal reinforcement of Hiss resonance. Why do certain Hiss display paranatural abilities, while others rely on Bureau firearms? Do certain corrupted entities have less potential than the hosts that become Hiss Warped? Or is this perhaps an indication of evolution or maturation of the Hiss corruption? Are there other stages of evolution yet to be found? What if the Hiss inhabits a host for a month, a year? Do hosts expire after a certain amount of time? Does the corruption become too strong for an organic body to endure? Only time and well-documented observation will tell. Refer to file redacted for full report. Wowee. We saved one of them. Look. He's down there just hanging out. Alright. We are going to need to head to hypnosis at some point. Alright. Threshold Kids Proposal. With the recent arrival of Redacted, there are certain glaring gaps in the Bureau's ability to educate and raise a young Redacted. There are no other Redacted for a Redacted to play with, and Redacted is expected to learn about a frightening new concepts. By order of Director Zachariah Trench, compiled by Bethany Harrington, parapsychologist. Solution: Redacted will require a slow, Redacted-friendly introduction to paranatural topics. With this in mind, allow me to introduce The Threshold Kids, a television show in which a cast of cheerful puppets explain the dangers of living at the Bureau, but also show the fun side of the paranatural. Budget would be minimal. I took a few puppet-making courses at my local community center. We can have research staff build the sets, record the footage, and even do the voices. It will be good for morale, and I guarantee Redacted will respond positively to these videos. We can't expect a Redacted to enjoy lectures and people in lab coats, but as television has proven for years, Redacted love puppets. So, here, we can make a pretty good assumption about what this says, and this is using knowledge that I've gained from other playthroughs, but with the recent arrival of the new prime candidates, there are certain glaring gaps in the Bureau's ability to educate and raise a young child. There are no other children for kids to play with, and Dylan is expected to learn about frightening new concepts. Prime candidates will require a slow, child-friendly introduction to paranatural topics. It will be good for morale, and I guarantee the prime candidates will respond positively to these videos. We can't expect a prime candidate to enjoy lectures and people in lab coats, but as television has proven for years, children love puppets. So it's all going to be about, this is about the recruitment of the children that they pulled in from, for example, AWE's like Ordinary for something known as the Prime Candidate Program. Where they raise new directors and people that are working here. We want to look around. So this is the ritual office. I don't know if I'm going to actually go in there yet. There's a lot of cool stuff to investigate here. I want to make sure I don't miss it. Tom says toaster hours. Oh, fun. Hey, welcome. Synchronicity lab. That's a fun little area. Go give it a look. Look at that outfit. Anything in here for us to grab? Mirror testing. We'll play with that in a second, too. Something clearly broke out of here. Man, I forgot we get to do this part so early. This is so much fun. I don't know if we have access to it yet, but if we do, we're going to do it. This is clearly some sort of testing facility. Again, an interesting inverse of a lot of the other areas that we just had that fight, like that other area that we had that fight in. So, synchronicity experiment. As a test, television sets were placed in a variety of locations around the world inside rooms identically decorated. The hypothesis was that by identically altering the decor of every room and then changing the channel in every room but one, that the single differing television would spontaneously align the incoming frequency to match its synchronized counterparts. The experiment seemed like a failure, till it was observed that the agents responsible for arranging and monitoring these rooms were all experiencing the same emotional turmoil as one clinically depressed member of the team, himself being located in the eastern part of Redacted. Psychological examination of the agents proved the correlation. Interestingly, the phenomenon of synchronicity did occur, but not in the way we predicted. Refer to file 187-3452 for full report. Let's head to mirror testing. Unfortunately, we do not have the clearance to get into mirror testing yet, so we'll have to come back here soon. Polaris wants us to go in there, but we can't just yet. We got an astral blip. Very good. Let's check if there's any more ability points we can grab. Nope. Astral constructs. Can I make Pierce? Not yet. We need more source. Oh, but we're close to it. Let's see if I can, ammo cost per shot. Damage against enemy armor. Up 30. Rarity. Let's see. What do we want? Ammo cost per shot. That's fine. Projectile speed spread minus 17. Gotcha. No, that's fine. Shield energy cost down. Not really necessary. Okay, so clear all that. Clear all this. Find Darling's HRA lab, not HOA. Health plus 35. Sure, that's fine. Alright, let's just disassemble everything else. Yeah, these are all fine. We'll just keep them for now. Pretty good. All right. Head to this ritual office. Tom says, I guess just because you're the director, you don't automatically have clearance for everything. Nope. So the Federal Bureau of Control is deliberately organized to keep the balance of power in check. But in this particular instance, there's no way to get extra clearance because of all the internal lockdowns. Thank you for the file. It was very helpful. I've re-archived it with the BlackRock research in case you need to refer to them again. Yes, the video shoots are always interesting. I expect my availability for those to decrease in the future. However, as my analysis of the newly discovered BlackRock variant is reaching a critical point, I hope you will be able to attend them still. Darling seems to be under a lot of pressure lately, and I'm sure you would appreciate any support you can provide. Regarding the analysis you provided, I do not have any questions. Thank you for your expeditious delivery. Regards, Research Specialist Dr. Carla Vaughn, Federal Bureau of Control. Way up here. Rituals. Examination of paranatural topics, tangible effects of rituals. Obsessive compulsive disorder, hoarding anxiety disorders, while certain manifestations of these conditions are simply the result of mental illness, sometimes the individuals are simply performing redacted, called rituals. Possibly like para-utilitarian something or other. The redacted of rituals can vary. Numerology, dream logic, forfeiture, verbal formulae, repetitive action, and causal tethering are just some of the procedures involved. Some rituals are consistent, such as pulling the light switch cord 3 times to enter the motel, but some are erratic. While most people engage in minor rituals every day, the vast majority do not understand the importance behind their actions. Avoiding disaster, amassing luck, or simply locating lost keys are all the results of daily rituals. Individuals who recognize a deeper meaning behind these compulsive actions are inherently aware of the paranatural world, and then when located, should be considered for employment at the Bureau. Refer to file redacted for full report. So this appears to be Emily's original office, maybe? She does work in research. Is there any evidence? Can we see anywhere? Oh, God. There we go. I couldn't remember if there was any reason to come up here. Yeah, there is. Here we go. It's nice that the game just gives you little gifts like that. It's kind of fun. Alright, we'll just head further in towards the HRA lab. Protective studies. Makes sense for this to be where the HRA lab is, if it's what's protecting them. This must be some kind of Black Rock room where he was investigating multiple things dealing with this hedron that he was researching.
Altered item number 52AE.
The rubber duck.
Session 2. I will begin by introducing various stimuli to the item. First, a low voltage electric shock. No response. Next, I will introduce heat via a standard Bunsen burner. No response. Next, a series of solutions will be applied, each with a different value on the pH scale, from 0 to 14. No response to any value. Next, I will attempt to communicate. Can you understand me? Can you understand my words?
Just talking to a rubber duck.
Quack if you can understand my words. No response. This concludes session 2. We'll need time to prepare further tests.
This way to the lab? Okay. You must like these HRAs. Sounds like Darling built them. And most of the things around here. If Marshall can't help us with Dylan, he's our next best bet. Assuming he's not dead. Or taken over by the hiss.
Is that not it? Oh, God damn it. There we go. Unpronounceable says, from 0 to 14 pH doesn't make much sense, as 7 is neutral and 0 is extremely acidic, as at least doesn't exist in reality acidic. As far as you know, the Federal Bureau of Control has access to way more than you might. But that's the point, is to test it across acids and bases. Covering their bases. There's that up there. I don't think I can get up there right now. Not even with shenanigans. Maybe I could. Nope. We'll have to deal with that after.
You led me here. Any idea how to make it work?
Starting at 0 seems really extreme. You gotta get to the extreme somehow. Black rock prisms are unique formations of black rock, distinct in both their shape and potency. While the density of black rock dampens paranatural forces, the unique redacted structure of prisms retain frequencies in the range of redacted to redacted hertz, with perfect redacted harmonization. This report analyzes the results of focusing a redacted through a harmonized prism onto a redacted. Methods for imprinting of non-physical fields onto redacted, imbuing them with the properties of the harmonized residence redacted in the prism will be explored and explained. Refer to file redacted for full report. Let's look around for a little bit. Check on some things. So this must be one of those black rock prisms.
Hello again, Director. It appears we have a new problem. We need to get the HRA machine working.
I've replaced a couple of spark plugs, but this looks a bit more complicated.
Darling must have had a system. Randomness isn't in his nature. The punch cards, the symbols, the terminals. How do they connect?
I'll see what I can do.
So we've got a little puzzle. Gotta collect some punch cards. Alrighty. Configurations. Can we affect this? That's the question. We'll pay attention to that in a minute. Too powerful for our use. So they have... Yeah, yikes. Restart the punch card terminals and activate the HRA machine. So each of these has a number on them. So it's 1, 2, 3. Where's 4? 4 is up there, 4, and then 5. So we have to find the order of the cards. So it looks like this is correct. So that's the first card. And let's check up here and see if this has any notes. It looks like 3 with the 4th side there is the 4th. Right? So that will be the 4th. And now we need to figure out all of the others by relation. So we can kind of just guess, I think. Right? Let's see. Oh, here we go.
These whiteboard drawings may be important.
I know. Thank you for telling me. So that's 2, and then 3 is the solid square. And then this must be 5. Very neat. Let's see if this works. Did I have them in the wrong order? Let's try swapping them.
Looks like he was working on something to do with these symbols.
I did. I swapped them by mistake. Let's see if this works. No. Maybe we have to swap 2 and 3.
What do the symbols mean?
Let's try to work through this. I'll swap them one more time just to see, but I was pretty sure this was the right one there because of this. This one is for sure the first one. And that one is for sure the fourth, I think. Yeah. There we go.
The prism shattered. Darling's prototypes have a lot of issues. We need a new plan. We need more Black Rock prisms to make this machine work. Darling has another lab down in the Black Rock processing site and maintenance. That must be where he keeps the prisms.
I've been to maintenance already. I can find my way. But how long will that take? Nothing here is simple. I need to ask her now, before I go. I need something from you first. What do you know about Dylan Faden?
I knew this was coming. Lives are at stake here, and we need this machine working to save those lives. Once that is done, Director Faden, then we can talk.
She's right. As much as I don't want to admit it, I'm the only one who can help. Fine. I'll get the prisms first. Dylan will have to wait just a little longer. But don't call me Director. Jesse is fine.
I'll call you Faden. Here, you'll need this keycard.
Thanks. Emily Pope has set up a base in Executive. Once I have the prism, I'll meet you there.
Right. I'll move out immediately. And keep an eye out for Darling. Finding him might be the key to stopping the hiss.
It's just one large-scale HRA. It's there now. We are about to be exposed to a different kind of resonance. Hostile, viral, invasive resonance. That's what the Hedron resonance amplifiers are for. Taking the protection Hedron can provide us and keeping us from being wiped out.
So cool.
Here, this will lead back to Central Research.
All right. Let's listen to the Objects of Power one. This is my favorite one. So this is the message that made me immediately fall in love with this game's take on like hyper real communication and eldritch horror, and this idea of something so beyond our understanding that it doesn't work. So we'll read this out loud. Objects of power are holders / neighbor of the beast. To the other / blessing. We hold the reins / law. We are failing in translating hyper-real concepts. Secrets / instructions will be lost. Ignore this message. It's interesting because it posits that every word they're saying is an approximation between different concepts. And these concepts, to us, might have strange or incongruous meanings. Secrets / instructions is so fascinating. Holders / neighbor of the beast is really fascinating because it implies that all of these concepts that we're aware of, things like demonic possession or superpowers, are close but not 100% accurate to the reality of these things, which exists beyond our understanding. That's just the best hotline call in the game. It's my absolute favorite. I love it so much. The astral spike.
An early hypothesis was...
We already got that one. We got this one too. So, very neat. So we need to search for Blackrock processing. We also need to investigate the X-ray. So we'll probably head to do that before we move to Blackrock processing.